Hi guys, welcome to the channel. You joined me on another pretty miserable day, but what I said was that I would give you a little bit of a tour of the inside of this Renault Clio as well. Really, it's a very simple one. It hasn't needed an awful lot of work unlike the other two. I don't know if I covered it in those videos, but the roomster has needed quite a few things, like the coil springs and everything on it. The Saab's needed a new turbo. That's on now. There'll be another video out about that soon, but this Clio has been pretty good, honestly. It already came with a new exhaust on it, some nice new coil springs too. So really, this has been one where I've been able to, oh no, tell a lie actually. The seats at the front were horrendous. They were torn into. They were really in scraps, and they were filthy as well. The passenger one didn't lock into the rail as well, so it just slid about whilst you were driving, which is pretty dangerous if you think about it. So yeah, what I did with that is I managed to get a call into the scrapyard near me. I gave them a buzz, asked them if they had any Renault Clios, and they actually said yes. We've literally just had one come in, but it's filthy. So I went down, had a look at it. The seats, the whole interior of the car, it was one of those cars that is basically a rolling a rolling tip, really. This was something that had just loads of cigarette packets on the floor, loads of Monster Energy cans, all that crap, and the seats were bad. However, this is them now. These were basically brown when I picked them up, and now they smell quite nice even. They were bad when I picked them up, but now I really breathed some life into this car. Back seats as well are pretty good, as you can see. So it's quite a tiny little Clio. It's got a good MOT of about 6 months on it, and I'm selling it with that. I've got someone interested who's coming to see it this weekend on Saturday. It's the sort of thing that they're looking for. Just some, you know, a first-time car, but one that's got a little bit, just something a little bit different about it. And with this, it's got a custom exhaust and the custom springs on it, so it rides a little lower. The springs are quite good as well. They're not so sporty and stiff that they're just unbearable across some roads. They're actually quite nice. I've been driving this around myself. It's been the most usable out of any of the cars at the moment, and you know, just cheap little petrol to run about in. What else? The wing mirrors, one of those is pretty tatty. They were £10 each, and they look much better. They were a sort of, you know, black and white racing checkered flag kind of print on the back of them. I took them both off and just replaced them for £10 per mirror. And that's a very quick job as well. There's a surprising amount of things on cars that you buy that you sort of look at and you go, someone's done something weird to that. They haven't maintained it because the wing mirrors have a little bit fallen off or something like that. It costs £10 to just to buy something like that. Anyways, I'm about £800 into this one, 803 to be exact, and I'm looking at selling it for £995. It's one of those cars that it's 4 wheels, got an MOT. It'll do someone for their first car, which is what it's going to be for someone. And for that, it's honestly pretty nice. It's not too bad. So just take you through the jobs on this. They were more or less cosmetics. So the rear bumper, the new exhaust on it was hitting the inside of the bumper, and it was just causing it to vibrate and drone a little bit. Now I've cut basically with an angle grinder. It's not very high tech, but it looks about as good as it did initially. But I've cut with an angle grinder just a slightly wider hole where the bumper is, and what that means is that it doesn't hit the back of that anymore. There's not anywhere near as bad a drone at about 40 and 70 miles an hour for this now. It's still a pretty loud exhaust, to be fair, but it's just not deafening like it was. When I went and got the seats as well for the car, the spare wheel that's in the back, I took that off of the car that the seats came out of as well. So because this one didn't come with one, and I don't really want to sell a car to someone if it's meant to be their first time car and it doesn't have a spare wheel. I think we can all, you know, agree that if your budget's £1,000 basically, having something with 6 months MOT on it that will run and drive is pretty much what you're able to afford. But getting things like your spare wheels and everything is quite necessary as well on top of that. So yeah, this is one of the ones that has been a little bit easier, and it's been one of those cars that I think I need to focus more on. This is the kind of thing that you want to do if you're looking at cheap cars, because you get this in, you clean it out, you turn it around, you fix little niggles, nothing like a broken coil spring, and you cam belt and you turbo and a manifold. You don't fix big things like that. It doesn't take up a lot of time. You're basically being paid £200 for a really, really good clean, a really good set of photos, and you know, basically, like, if there are any little niggles on the car, you fixing those as well. So yeah, that's kind of what this is. It's all a learning experience at the start, which is what I'm starting to find out. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in for this video, guys. I'll be putting this up, and then what I'll be doing now as well is filming another video just about my sort of finances and my deals so far since starting car trading. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and comment on the video, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.